What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here. I'm sure you see the area around here is not the same as usual. I'm not in my room, but I said it's time. Regardless of whether I'm in there or whether I'm over here, it don't matter, because it's time for the Promised Neverland awesome sauce. I really wanted to get back into it. I was waiting for some time in order to do like a 7+ chapter reaction, but I don't know when that's going to be, so I just decided instead of trying to wait for the perfect moment, let's make this moment right here perfect. So I heard that saying the other day and I thought it was really good. So let's go ahead and do a triple for chapters 38, 39, and 40. If at any moment the thing goes out and like you see like a weird cut, it's because I probably went back into my room. So let's go ahead and read the awesome sauce, y'all. Promised Neverland, man. I've been dying to get back into this greatness, but I was like, man, when am I gonna have more time to just sit down and do like a 7-chapter reaction? Because the thing is it's my fault. It's my fault for having bad time management, man. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter World and whatnot, so whenever I'm like, yeah, let's do a reaction, and then I start playing, I'm like, you know, if y'all play video games, you know what I'm talking about, man. Once you start, you can't stop. So let's get right into the awesome sauce of the Promised Neverland Chapter 38, man, and finally starting this new arc. I'm so excited. And right here we see the cover page. That's Kimetsu no Yaiba, right? I'm planning on reading that on my own time here in the next couple of weeks. I've been told to read it by quite a couple individuals past couple weeks. So apparently the current stuff in Kimetsu no Yaiba is really, really good. I know it's been finishing like first, second, or third. I think it finished first this past week, even above One Piece, or maybe it was last week. I know it finished first one of these other weeks. So I was like, man, if it's up there with My Hero and with One Piece, like with the top dogs of Jump right now, man, that means it's got to be going ham right now. With Neverland, I know Neverland does really, really well in the rankings, so I gotta read this Kimetsu no Yaiba series. I'm gonna read it on my own time. I'm not gonna live react to it. I just read it whenever I'm on break at work or something. Yo, look at this color page. This looks sick. All right. Y'all already know me. When there's an awesome Promised Neverland color page, it is saved and more than likely the thumbnail. Head towards the light, the Promised Neverland that pours in from the unknown tomorrow. And you see Emma looking awesome sauce. Just looking back in the cut, you see all the kids under there. It's like I was saying on Twitter the other day. I was at the barber shop getting the cut I have right now, and there was this baby girl that was running around all over the place. And whenever the mom called out her name, she said Emma. And when she said that, I marked out, man, because Emma to me is a legendary name thanks to Promised Neverland now, man. It's crazy the impact that a name has just for it belonging to like a specific character. You know, I've never met anybody with like the name Naruto or Ichigo or Luffy or Goku. Well, I've met a couple JoJos, and every time I hear JoJo, I think of JoJo. But like, and of course, like I've heard like a Jolene, you know, a Johnny, and like these guys that I'm used to seeing. I've never heard of Guts or a Musashi. Like I've never spoken to people with that, but Emma's a pretty common name. So when I heard that in the barbershop, I was like, Emma awesome sauce, Emma greatness. So let's continue. Chapter 38, The Promised Forest. Color spread to celebrate the beginning of a new arc and a new journey for me here on the channel, man. Neverland awesome sauce. I love this series so much. I try to promote this series as much as I possibly can. I buy the volumes. I always tell all of my like friends and family, you know, at work, at school, whatever, man. Whenever I take that volume, and I'm just like, yo, you don't even have to be a fan of manga. You just have to really like to be immersed in a story. Read this greatness. Read this awesome sauce that is known as The Promised Neverland, man. When Neverland gets an anime, and if it's done really, really well, it's gonna be massive. It's gonna be like Death Note, man, because it has that addicting factor to it. But without further ado, let's get right into the awesome sauce. Promised Neverland. They're nowhere to be found. We speculate that they've already somehow escaped plantation grounds. Low quality 6, average quality 3, good quality 2, high quality 2, and premium quality 2. 15 total. What an extraordinary loss. 73584. What an unforgivable mistake on your part. And it appears that it's Grandma talking to Isabella. Man, Isabella's the real MVP, man. After this last arc, like legit. After that last session that I did, Isabella is truly the MVP like, well, no, Norman is the MVP. My dog Norman is the MVP. Which I was talking to somebody the other day on Twitter. Because I didn't know, or I say the other day, this is a loose track of time. That same week when I released that video, I had a couple people tell me that they also didn't believe that Norman was gone either. So I was like, oh, okay. So I wasn't alone in thinking that Norman wasn't dead. So I'm still holding on to that. I'm still holding on to that as well. I still don't believe that Norman's gone. But anyways, back into the greatness. 73584, what an unforgivable mistake on your part. Just why? This isn't like you at all. This isn't right. It's you we're talking about. How? No. This is entirely my fault. Yo, and you get to see a couple of the monsters. We've located footsteps around the northeastern edge. Send out individuals to go after them as soon as possible. Let the surrounding areas know what's going on as well. We've got premium goods on the loose, man. And by that I mean our premium goods. Of course, whether they're dead or alive. Let them know that we'll be sure to provide due compensation for turning in the goods. And we go back here to the kids going through this massive forest. The trees look huge. Massive trees. And we see Emma. It feels good. You know what it is, man, with me doing these live reactions? I think they really allow me to have like a different experience and journey than when I did back in the day whenever I would read manga, you know, pre doing live reactions, you know, because I don't live react to everything that I read, you know, like at this current point in time I'm reading a couple series, you know, just on my own thing, like Video Girl AI. I've been going through an actual proper read through of Claymore and that type of stuff, right? Just in my own time, and because I can download it, you know, you read it digitally and whatnot. But when it comes to the series that I live react to on the channel, you know, like My Hero, Kingdom, here with Neverland, whenever I come back to it after such a long time, it really gives me that sense of the same way that I felt about the cartoon shows that I would watch on television. You know, when a brand new season, like back in the day when Dragon Ball Z would go and they would have reruns for a long time and then come back. Like I remember when I did that for the Cell games, and when I did that for the Boo Saga. You know, where we had constant reruns of the Saiyan, Frieza, and beginning of the Android Saga for a while. And then we came back with Cell games, and they reran the Cell games for about a year, and they came out with the Boo Saga, and like it's that kind of stuff. And when you finally get back into the greatness, it's like it's like you never left it, and I love that feeling. And I think that me live reacting to manga has given me like that experience once more, and I absolutely love it, man. Just seeing Emma right here gave me that thought. Greatness, man. Cuckoo, chirp, chirp. They're huge, incredible. So this is the outside world. What is this? Primeval forest? This is completely different from the forest we were in just minutes ago. Enormous. So much more than what I saw in pictures and drawings. Yeah, man. This is better than the pictures, bro. In the pictures, you see it in 2D. Right here, you see it in feeling it. You know, straight up 4D, man. Smelling it, feeling it, looking around. What is this? I've seen nothing like this in the books back at the house. You know, and it's incredible because now in this day and age of social media, you know, we can say that we don't have to travel to all these places because we can see them online. But it's not that simple. I understand where people are coming from when they say that, but I would love to just be in it. You know, it's not even just about seeing it. It's about being a part of the culture. It's about being a part of, and you know, meeting new people, starting up new relationships, and just entering these new places. It seems like something really, really awesome. It doesn't even have to be somewhere all the way across the planet. You know, I haven't been to a lot of the states, or I haven't been to a lot of places that are just around here, even in my own state, and it's nothing like the real thing. It's nothing like the real thing, man. So I definitely see where Ray's coming from with that. I wanted to try and figure out our location by observing our surroundings, but just what in the world? This isn't going to be as easy as I thought. And Ray looks back. Is it just me? Or did something just move? They're already on the move. They're already on the move. Make sure to be careful. It's incredible to me how Emma actually managed to get so many of them out of there, man. Our pace is starting to drop. They're sleepy. They're tired. You can do it. Yeah. And on top of it all, the forest floor here is really difficult to get through. Emma? Yeah. Okay, everyone, time to rest. Let's eat breakfast here. What are they about to munch on? Don't eat too much at once. We want to make sure our food lasts as long as possible. Emma, aren't you eating with us? I'll stand here and keep watch. You know that Emma, deep inside, she's probably mad hungry, but she's focusing on them. She's focusing on them and trying to get them out of here as soon as possible, Emma greatness. Look at that smile. So go back and don't worry about staying alert, okay? You see Emma look back. Our first breakfast outside. This is where we begin. Safety, food, we'll find it all again and live together happily as one big family. We'll go back to get Phil. Oh yeah, the stuff with Phil, man. And the others as quickly as possible. And for that reason, he said 2 years, right? They said they would come back for Phil in 2 years, something on those lines. We can't screw up. I have to be careful. I'm going to protect everyone. I don't sense anybody coming after us yet, but I know they'll come around soon. We left some fake tracks that lead to the wrong side, but I hope they actually catch them. We can't just be wary of the ones who will come after us either. There must be enemies in the wild as well, and we have no way to tell where danger will come at us from. Hey yo, he comes in with a straight up Razor Ramon, dropping the thing of water on it, just Hey yo, we're fine. At the very least, there aren't any wild predators in this area. I can't find any footprints or droppings in the area. Tracks are always helpful, just like they are in tag. Go rest a little. I'll take your place. Thanks. I'm sorry. Huh? If I had been part of the plan from the start, maybe you wouldn't have had to hurt your hand and ear. Emma's just fine with that. She doesn't even care. She doesn't even care about the fact that that she was injured in the first place. All she cares about is the fact that everyone got out in the first, or at least most of them got out in the first place. Don't worry about it. I'm happy as long as you're happy and alive. That's all she cares about, man. She could care less about her own self. Just now, I also apologized to Anna. Sorry you're here. But her response was, more importantly, happy birthday. Happy birthday, congrats. I can't believe I was ready to let them. Oh yeah, today is his birthday. All right, but you remember a couple things whenever you go back to it after a while. I can't believe I was ready to let them die before. Despite that, everyone is so nice to me. Emma, I'm going to live. I'm going to live and protect my family. Same as you, I'm going to protect every single one of them. This time I truly promise. No matter what happens, I won't cut them off. Ray, dude. So don't think too hard on your own. Let's do it together. Let's create a world where we can all safely survive with the help of our family. Yeah, that Emma feels very, very relieved and happy at the fact that she just heard that. And we know that Ray feeling this way, Ray thinking this way wouldn't have happened without what happened to Norman. It's those, certain things happen so that we can grow as people, and that's what happened here with Ray. If Norman would have never died, because like I said, I still don't believe Norman is actually gone. If Norman wouldn't have actually died, then Ray probably wouldn't be feeling the way that he is right now. So man, I still can't believe that Ray is Isabella's son, man. Like that caught me off guard. Still, dang. So what now? We need water first. You saw the stream from that view above, right? I want to check and see if it's pure enough to drink. Logical. I've read somewhere once that humans die within 3 days without water. It's definitely a priority we need to tackle. If it all goes well, we might even get a hold of food. And we see fish, crabs, a couple things right here. But the thing is, our enemies will know that we'll have to take this route sooner or later. So what's after that? Do you have a plan for where we should head? Yeah, we're heading south. South? We have to go see Mr. Minerva? We're gonna go see William Minerva, dude. I've been hyping him up because in volume 2, it's the first chapter of the Minerva thingy in the library. And I'm telling you, Minerva, the hype around Minerva has me so excited because Minerva reminds me of type of Jing type of character. So Minerva, we have to go see Mr. Minerva in area B06 -32. What's the pen? Area B0632? It's that thingy, yeah, the thing that was left behind by Crone. Sister Crone gave this to Norman. There's more. What's this from Sister Crone? WM. It's gotta be William Minerva, yo. A pen? I can't write with it. Is it out of ink? And so when he decided to take it apart, try twisting it once more. Is that a hologram? B0114. What in the flying flagnards? It's a hologram, and it's showing an owl B01-14. What in the world? Lanny? Lanny? What's up, Tommy? Emma Ray, this is bad. Lanny disappeared. Disappeared? What's going on? Was he attacked or did he get lost? No. He just suddenly vanished into thin air. We were walking together until just a second ago, but then just now I looked over and he was gone. Lonnie, quit playing games. Come out. Lonnie, answer if you hear us. No response. He's suddenly vanished into thin air? There's got to be an explanation for that. Ray, I'm going to go look for... Wait. This is weird, Emma. Something isn't right. There's no response, not only from Lonnie. Why isn't anybody else saying anything either? That's factual. No way. Don Gilda, was everyone else? Where did everyone else go? Here we go, man. Already with this... You just can't escape it when it comes to the Promised Neverland, man. You really can't. You can't escape this type of storytelling from the Promised Neverland, man. Very first chapter back. We don't even get a break. Straight up, everyone's already gone again. Chapter 39. Don, Gilda, guys? No way, they've disappeared. Where did everyone else go? The Promised Neverland. And here we see the new adventure of these guys right here. Search for the glimmer of hope that once guided our path. Chapter 39, Unforeseen. And once again, the Promised Neverland delivering with these amazing title pages. I truly do believe that the Promised Neverland is up there with like One Piece and Dragon Ball. And sometimes like in Tama. Beelzebub had some really good ones as well. I think Reborn did too. Like in really good like jump title pages, man. Like Promised Neverland is up there. I love their title pages. Absolutely love Promised Neverland's title pages. It's impossible for them to just disappear. They must be nearby. Stay calm and think. Just where? It feels like the ground... But that might have been what happened. Look at this. The floor beneath them is kind of like collapsing. No? Is it? Yeah. Where are we? So dark. What just happened? Did the ground split? So that must have been what happened to them. Chris, are you okay? Ray! Toma! Where are you? Are you okay? A bug. You hear that? We're fine. Thank God. My eyes are starting to get used to this darkness. Are we underground? Yeah, most likely. Ew, a bug. Could it be that everyone else is also down here? Let's search. Emma! Gilda! It's Emma. Oh, hey, they actually did meet up with them again. They're all underground. Shout out to them, though, for having Don and Gilda, man. Don and Gilda are pretty much like the leaders, aside from Emma and Ray. Like, Emma, of course, is like the head honcho, the captain, and Ray is like the second in command, but Don and Gilda can definitely hold their own. So, like, whenever left in a situation like that, they can definitely hold their end of the bargain there. Thank God you're all okay. Look, Emma, what is this place? It was completely dark down here. Look at these roots. It's like a cave with walls made out of roots. It's like we're in the ocean or something. They keep talking about these bugs. These bugs, these plants. Nothing here is anything like the creatures above ground. So they're finding like this underground type of thingamahoo out here. Is it just that I don't know them? Or did this ecosystem completely change because of those demons? That is a possibility. That is a possibility. Whenever you're in fear of something, you tend to want to create something like an ant. You know how ants have their own workings inside of a hill. With enough time, a lot of animals or a lot of creatures, you know, in fear of these demons coming after them, they could have created their own system down below ground, where they know that they wouldn't get attacked. So it makes a lot of sense. But it wasn't really animals that did it. There could be some humans down here as well. It's just that, in any case, it's too different from anything I learned from the books back in the house. What the heck happened? What is going on in this world right now? I love this panel. It shows little demon hands right there on top, showing the world map, and then it shows Emma and Ray and Don and Gilda and all them on top of the map. This is a really awesome panel right here. Why is there no light coming in from above? There should be a hole up there since we just fell through one. Did it somehow already close up? This is the outside world? Is it seriously this dangerous? I'm terrified. We happen to all be safe right now, but I'm so glad I found out now that this world is a lot more dangerous than I anticipated. We really do need to get to Mr. Minerva as quickly as possible. I wonder what this Minerva dude is going to end up doing, though. Like, whenever they actually do end up finding him, like, what is he doing, and why was he leaving all those messages behind in the first place? I need to reread some of that stuff from those chapters, like chapters, I believe it was 16 and 17. We need to obtain stable security, a society all of us can live in. We have to take everyone there as quickly as possible. Our enemy must be closing in by the minute. We have limited supplies. Rip. Let's focus on just getting out of here for now. No good. All the routes here are too weak to climb. It looks like it'll be too difficult to find our way back outside from here. Let's look for a different exit for now. They look like they're having so much fun. They've all forgotten the fact that they're tired. Hey, that happens whenever you're a kid, man. That happens when you're an adult. When you're having so much fun, man, you tend to forget that you're even tired in the first place. That happens to me a lot, whenever I, but, like, back in the day, well, even now, I look sometimes at, like, for example, that 2-hour reaction I did for the last Promised Neverland chapter. I think I did that after I got home from work and school that day, so it was like a double feature. No. Yeah, work and school, I believe. Because it was the 10th, and I think it already started. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that I got home that night and I was really, really exhausted, and 2 hours flew by because I was so immersed and invested in Promised Neverland. When you're having fun, man, everything else just goes away. All the pain, all the everything, man, everything just goes away. It's like you lose all your troubles. It's quite incredible. It's quite incredible how stuff like that happens, man. It's the power of the mind. It's a lot warmer in here than above ground, and maybe this was for the better after all, since we'll be hidden from our enemies as well. No, I really think we should get out of here as soon as possible. Ray, we have no idea what's waiting for us at the end of this path. We have nowhere to run if we're attacked by anybody or anything, and also, this forest is weird. This underground too. Why is there such an opening in here? Exactly. Crap, I missed a page. Whoa, a field of flowers. Amazing. You see this huge page covered by what appears to be like those tree things that or those roots that seemingly caused all this. And we see a couple of these flowers, a lot of glowing. On the next page, so pretty, they're glowing. Smells so good too. So this is that end, huh? Hey, it looks like we'll be able to climb from here. I'll go first to check it out. We'll leave it to you. And there's a cry. What's the matter, Nat? Oh, look up there. Oh, snap. What are those animals? Dried animal carcasses? No. Because they're looking, they say no. So that's how it is. Emma, we're in big trouble. This place, this forest. What is it? What does he know? Alicia, Jemima, run. Huh? And then they just jet. And then the roots start acting up. Look, the entrance we came from is gone. No way, we've been surrounded. One of these roots block our route. So it's the roots themselves. I thought something was like controlling them. This is most likely where this tree feeds. The tree! The tree itself is feeding. Oh, that makes sense. The trees around here live off the nutrients of live animals. Yo! A plant that lives off killing animals? No, you've got to be kidding me. It dropped us in here and lured us to its feeding ground. That's why there was such a huge hole, and why there was only one path. That's why, in other words, we've all fallen for its trap. This is why there were no animals above ground. There aren't any beasts nearby. Everyone get close together. Whatever you do, don't stray. Unbelievable. So this is the outside world. It's not just demons and beasts. This entire ecosystem is our enemy right now. This is bad. We're far too underinformed. We know nothing of this place, of this world, in fact. Yo, that gave me a little bit of a chill. What should we do? Burn the tree? No, that's too dangerous. We'd probably die before the fire kills the tree. And the smoke might lead the enemy right towards us. That's a factual statement. Then what should we even... Emma, what should we do? Emma? I've read about this before. Ray, this thing is the snake of the something-something. The snake of the something-something. Say what? I have no idea how to decode the Morse on just these 2 books. From one of those 2 books I read, these books really are our guide after all. Mr. Minerva's adventure book! You talked about that before? A snake something-something. Next page, whatever. Next chapter. Chapter 40. Dangerous closing in. Yo! Look at the tree thing. It looks like it's a demon itself. Look at that! They're down. So we were too late. So they already knew. They had a feeling about it in the first place. Yo! There's an entire colony of bloodsucker trees down there. Bloodsucker trees! I've heard that some wild lowly organisms have been roaming in this area recently. Yo, man, look at these guys. Whatever happens, we absolutely mustn't allow those humans to be eaten by anything besides our kind. And we see a double page spread. Can you figure out which direction they went in? Look at this, bro. Look at them just out in the open like this, man. Yes, sir. They are straight down to our southeast. Dog, man, I'm so interested in these creatures, dude. The Promised Neverland. And another awesome cover page. Chapter 40, The Snakes of the Alvar Panera. Does their answer lie within the text? Of course their answer lies within the text. And you see Ray looking and searching through the words as you know that he does, and Emma running through it. Really, another really awesome cover page right here. One of the 2 special books dedicated to us by Mr. Minerva. The one with the Morse code that read Promise, the adventure log of Ugo. The one with the Morse code that read Promise, a story of the main character Ugo and his lemur friend Marvin, and their adventures while traveling the world. That actually sounds something I would love to read. I love reading things. Now. Oh, you ready to switch?
Yes.
All right, I'll be in my room in just a sec. Alrighty, now this is a more familiar scene to y'all, so the background right here. But anyways, here we go. But yeah, continuing what I was about to say about this the main character Ugo and his lemur friend Marvin and their adventures while traveling the world. I love reading stories about traveling the world and that type of thing, man. You know, that's why characters and things like Intoki and Musashi, Luffy, you know, like Hunter, and now Neverland. Like, I just love the concept of just adventuring out and not knowing anything beforehand, and just going on an adventure and just finding things. So a story about like people traveling the world actually sounds really cool. The thing that strikes me about this panel right here, though, is the fact that the face is covered up right here, and with the face covered up right there, it makes me believe that this story might actually not be all that fictional. This character might actually exist in real life. And really, really interesting stuff. The story of the main character Ugo and his lemur friend Marvin, their adventures while traveling the world. This is it. I remember reading about it in this book, the story of those snakes. No, I can't remember the details. Hold on. Are you talking about the snakes of the Alvar Panera? That's it. The deep sea cave known as Alvar Panera turned out to be the nest of terrifying poisonous snakes. The countless snakes intertwined with each other as if they were tree roots, and as if they were a single organism. Oh snap! They surrounded the walls all around us. Their terror made the treasure by our feet feel all the more beautiful. Are these snakes protecting the treasure, or do they simply use the treasure to bait us? From chapter 3 of the adventure log of Ugo. Similar, right? A cave, treasure, snakes, and it's talking about this tree. So that means that William Minerva is using the concept of a story, of a children's story, to relay a message to these kids and trying to show them, that this is what you're going to be encountering out there in the real world. Or maybe even not even that, but using, what this tells me then is that William Minerva himself might have been one of those people that might have escaped from one of those orphanages, and then traveled the world maybe even by himself, which is quite impressive in of itself. He's maybe like an author or whatnot, and decided to write books based off of the adventures that he saw and the adventures that he went on, throughout the world of the Promised Neverland, which is quite interesting. Really, really interesting. I like this Minerva dude, man. I haven't even met him. But there's just something about telling a story through like this. As an author myself, like, I can relate to something like that. To want to teach people certain things through stories. Really nice stuff. I like that. And so here Emma and them find out is talking about this tree. And what better to teach children about something than through a children's book or through an adventure book. Something as simple as us reading manga. That's what it is to them. And except this is something that actually relates to the current situation. Really good stuff. This book was truly meant to be a guidebook for us. Exactly. Hold it, Emma. It's true that the two stories are similar, but I suppose it's possible. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, if the book really is a guide for us, then the only way for this tree to attack us is... Everybody back up a bit. The roots, they have no nose or eyes, which means there must be a way they use to locate their prey. Absolutely. And he throws this coffee mug down there. It breaks. It uses touch. Makes a lot of sense. It's not heat, sound, or even vibrations on the ground. These things can only find us if we touch the tip of its root. Interesting. Okay, okay. And these movements, everything makes sense if you think about it. How those animals got attacked, and how we need to get out of here. Damn, it's amazing how much of a difference a clear mind can make. Observe, analyze. I said observize. Observe, analyze, and read the enemy. That's Ray for you. That's what Ugo consistently did in the book too. Watch, think, and make yourself away. We don't know, but we can learn. This is the one good thing about us being humans. Emma, as you said before, this thing is probably the snakes of Alvar Panera, right? Hey, this is bad. Those roots are getting closer by the minute. Damn it, there's no place for us to slip through. So is this how this thing has been catching its prey? No animal can possibly escape. And once you get caught, we'll all get the life sucked out of us. Ray? Yeah. Emma? Ray? They're walking over. See? It's fine. Oh, in order to relieve them of their stress and tension, they decided to use a visual example rather than just telling them. So they decided to actually act it out and show them that they would be safe as long as they don't touch the roots. They'd be better off instead of just telling them. Genius. We'll be fine as long as we don't touch them. The only roots that will actively come towards us are the ones coming from the wall. But look, they can't attack us anyway if we don't touch them. As long as we don't touch, the speed of these roots won't be affected at all. It's not scary, so let's all come down first. Listen up. Right now our plan is to climb this trunk up to the ceiling as initially planned. We have to make our way up there before the roots from the wall reach us. But I know we can do it. You all have tirelessly trained your climbing skills back at the house, right? Excuse me. But what about after we make it to the top? Will we be able to get out before these roots reach us from that stupid ceiling? So we will escape as long as we get us to the top. You're saying that we'll be able to escape from this place? Yep. Then let's go, everyone. Yeah, let's get out of here quickly. And there they go. They're climbing up this mass tree. The snakes of Alva Panera were all born from the cave ceiling. That's right. They were all simple rocks in the form of snakes. The tree is no different. All of these wall roots are coming from the ceiling. It's just like the rocks in the book that the snakes came from. Once the bottom becomes full of those roots, the ceiling is thinning out. So let's get out of here, Marvin. Everybody help me! And then they go on there. They're holding on. To escape the snakes of Alva Panera, you must break the ceiling wall. It doesn't matter how you do it, it won't be that hard. There they are. All of them, it looks like a couple of them snapped. Outside of the cave lies the harsh northern seas. The snakes will fall asleep from the chilly gust that enters from outside. I love how they're using the exact thing stated in this book, yo. It's so cool. Well, it really stopped. This place is suddenly real cold. Yeah, fear nothing. And reach for the sky. You will never be eaten by this mere creature. They got out. Thank you, Mr. Minerva. What happened? Emma looks behind. It's like she looks on this book, and she looks behind and there's darkness. Hey, is that really, are we going to end the chapter? Is that Crone? Hold on, is that really how the chapter ends? Look at this. She's like, thank you, Mr. Minerva. Puts it back, and then like she looks back and there's a sound effect. Reach for the sky, you'll never be eaten by this mere creature. What happened? Oh, I gotta read another chapter. And Sister Crone's here. Alright. I'll be right back for 41. Let me just upload what I got before my camera runs out of memory. We've got to add at least one more to this greatness. It's Neverland, man. Like this is the problem, bro. This is the problem with this series. Hey, once you start, it's hard to put down, man. It really is. It's hard. It's an addictive thing that this series has, man. Chapter 41, and here we see chapter 41, Ambush. The Promised Neverland, man. Another color page. This one is more simple. It's basically just all of them continuing to get out of that hole. They've survived. Next up, oh man, here we go. You already know that means something immediately is about to go down after this. What is it? Emma? Nothing? Was it just my imagination? What did she feel here? So that she heard, right? Because there's a sound effect. So she heard it. And she went to go run in that location. What lurks in the shadows? Oh my. I see. These roots don't do too well with the cold, so that's why they stopped moving. It is pretty cold up here. Yeah, it's even colder than the area we were in when we first fell in. Why is the temperature so different even though we're in the same forest? Who knows? Maybe it's because the sunlight gets blocked by the trees here. Still, it's really friggin' cold. So as long as it stays this cold, does it mean that we won't have to be afraid of being attacked by those roots again? Probably. Damn. Thank goodness it's winter right now, or else we would have been in big trouble. According to this, it seems like the ground doesn't cave in the first place unless it's winter. Interesting. It says that the Alva Panera is a legendary cave one can only enter during the winter season in this book. If only it weren't winter, huh? But thanks to that, but thanks to what just happened, now I know. Exactly. Now, because of that first experience, they know to expect the unexpected. This outside world is full of unknowns. Exactly. And the words of this book have meaning. So it's our guidebook, huh? That's right. This book contains all the important pieces of information we need. How to deal with the unknown danger, the weaknesses of our enemies, also. Emma, here it is. This is what I've been looking for. Onions? Oh, what is this? Water. I don't know why they look an onion to me. Water? They're mentioned in the book. Anemones that store pure water. Oh, gotcha. Anemones that store pure water. Anemones. Watch. These things obviously aren't real anemones. But if we keep following what the book said, this water should be drinkable. We won't have to go all the way to the river each time to get water. Food and water are the two most important parts of our blind adventure. We can't even tell what is edible and what isn't. So I'm quite thankful that we at least have something to base our decisions off of. This book, William Minerva's book. This world really is full of scary things, but at least we won't be flailing around in the dark. Don't worry, we all aren't alone. We've got each other. We've got an ally. Yeah, I want to find out more about this Minerva dude, man. Let's all go see Mr. Minerva. Let's all survive. Let's do our best to get out of here. All right, just a bit more. Okay, let's do our best, guys. It's time to go. Emma, is this the right direction? Yeah, but we've gotten a bit off course while we were underground. B00-15. I see. So that code represents our current location, huh? That's so interesting. How Minerva managed to program something like that into a pen. Managed to program a tracking device or something that reveals your location just like that. That's actually great. Very, very interesting. Both B0632 and B00-15 show us where we are. In other words, they're kind of like coordinates. B06 south or north. 32 is east or west. The numbers must be some indication of the direction we're headed in. Wait, but if we were northeast, then we first left the house, and now we're headed south. So it's like this: DCBA, all right, and then north, west, south, east. So if it was to be divided into 4 quadrants, like it says, ADCB. Okay. Right now we're at area B06-32. In other words, we're headed south within the eastern portion of the plane this thing is based off. He's right. You're freaky. How could you figure out How could you figure it out so far? Oh my god! I mean, it's pretty simple if you think about it. When I first looked at this projection back at the house, it was just a plain 00-00 with no letter. I see, so right now we're basically directly east of the house. And since it was B0114 before, we must have gone back a little north since then. So how did you figure out that this was our location? How did you even figure out that Mr. Minerva is at area B06-32? Here, Norman said that we'd figure it out if we looked at the pen. If not, he said that you would definitely be able to understand, which means you couldn't figure it out. Which means you couldn't figure it out, huh? I mean, I could up to an extent. Morse code. OUGHMEZ. Touch me. Oh, touch me. I thought that was a G, not a C. 1318-02. I got up to that screen. I suppose you are pretty bad at this kind of stuff. Oh, wait, I get it. You really did? I'm with the other book out of the 2 that stood out. The one with no Morse code in the logo. Xlvii's William Minerva. That book is our key to this pen. Our key? That's right. Look, you can see the same Morseless logo right here. In other words, we need to use this book to find the passwords for this pen. The 3-18-02 is a code. We'll be led to the next panel if we enter this correct password. So for this, if we look at page 13, line 18, word 2. So for, yo, that's crazy. Page 13, line 18, word number 2. Human. Come to me if you need help. I am waiting in area B06-32. William Minerva. Yo, that's crazy. That is awesome, man. That is some beast stuff right there. A message from him? Norman must have seen this. Yo, Norman's a G, man. Norman is a G. And so for the next password, rinse and repeat. Hey, Ray. Oh, snap. Yo, they immediately put it down. That means something's close. Something's coming. No way again? Holy. That thing is huge! Look at the size of its mouth! Oh yeah, now it's coming. Now it's coming. Run! A monster ambush. A color spread in the next issue. One more. One more, man! I can't stop, bro. This thing is chasing after them. Chapter 42. Look at this color page. Chapter 42, like hell will be eaten. Ride out this night of adventure. The Promised Neverland. I already know I gotta save this. I gotta save this page right here. Let's save that right there. Promised Neverland, man. This series, dude, I swear. It's like, I don't know. It's like we just left a really good arc. And then we jump right back into this, which is so intriguing. So intriguing. What is that? What is that? Oh yeah, I can definitely tell the difference in the translation here. Regardless, what is that? What is that? What is that? Is it coming? Don't look back. You can't look back. But maybe just a little. Ah! So what is that? Does the book talk about this too? No, it doesn't. That's probably a demon. A demon? And you see it coming right after them. Look at the size. It looks like excuse me, one of those monsters that I fight in Monster Hunter, man. Legit. So that's a demon. Yeah, that's right. That this is the first time some of them are actually seeing these things. Without a doubt, those hands, that face, that skin, it's all too familiar. But it's different too. What Norman and I saw were humanoid monsters that spoke in words. That's the same as in my memories. Ray's saying that's the same as in my memories. Man, can you imagine everything that Ray must have seen back then, bro? I can't wait to read all that stuff as well whenever it comes out in the volumes. I believe volume 3 comes out in April. That's gonna be nice, because that one's gonna have chapter 23, which has some crazy stuff. Which means volume 4 is gonna have all the way up to the Norman stuff. Ooh, man, this Neverland, man, flippin' Neverland. They didn't have tails or anything. They were wearing these grotesque horn masks that just showed their eyes, and they had clothes on too. Yeah, but what's in front of us right now is essentially a beast. So this too is a demon. And it's going after them. Its tongue is flipping huge. Emma! Thank you. So what does this mean? What are demons? Are there various different types? Thinking back, even just 3 demons at the farm were all different shapes and sizes. So what are they? What kind of creatures are they? The world in which demons live. What kind of place is it? Hey, if that's a demon, is that one of the guys who's chasing us? No, that guy's just trying to eat us with all his might. He's not simply pursuing us. If he was, he wouldn't be trying to eat us, the goods they're trying to retrieve. He couldn't even have the tip of her finger, that's for sure. It's a different type of demon with no relation to the farm. In other words, if we're caught, we'll be eaten, and no questions asked, we'll be devoured. With those teeth, by those jaws, like hell we'll be eaten. And it goes right up there. What's going on? It'll be confused, and then it'll come this way. What did it throw? What did Don throw? Like hell will be eaten, and he tosses something up in the air, looks back, and it's sniffing. So he threw something at him. It's coming, all right. Everyone run without looking back. It goes right in, and it gets stuck in between 2 little things right here. The trees, compared to 2 months ago, it's remarkable how much better their movements are. That's factual. Those with less physical stamina have been withdrawn by Gilda as quickly as possible. Like this will escape through narrow paths and spread out. They can move while using their heads. Without getting flustered, they keep an eye on both their enemy and their terrain, more precisely in groups. Great job, Don Gilda. Everyone, you've gotten better at running away. That demon is probably pretty stupid. Norman was scarier than you. The sister was scarier than you. Yo, it's like they already dealt with scary things before. This is nothing new. Don't think that you'll win this contest with the size and strength of your body. We won't panic. Being chased by demons was firmly within the realm of possibility. We've had these practice drills of escaping from information for 2 months up till now. Even if the enemy's a monster like that, we'll escape. You think we're gonna stand around scared and be eaten? Ray, I think everyone's going to be fine. The two of us should hurry up and do something about that demon. And by something you mean, well, I'm just thinking about that now. You don't have a plan? However, Emma's conclusion is sound. The demon's not giving up. We'll tire eventually. Maybe even Emma herself hasn't realized it, but we've still got to escape our other pursuers. We don't have time to be playing around with this guy. We can't let this game of tag go on like a test of endurance. In the end, we're going to have to do something about the demon itself. Sunlight. I think we might be able to do something. Oh, don't tell me. That's right. Let's drop him into the trap with the roots of those trees. Interesting. Will it actually work? God, then the two of us will. No, I can do this myself. Not again, Ray. You can't. That's not it. I'm not saying let's make me the soul sacrifice because it's dangerous or anything like that. I'm saying that I can do this, so it's enough to send me. Who's better at tag, you or me? You're better. It's like one of those things whenever you're a kid, whenever you're like, you hear something, you're like, oh, fine, I have to go along with what you're saying. That's basically what happened there. All right, so leave this to me. I'll definitely come back. 10 seconds after I'm gone, you meet up with Gilda and the others and run downwind, okay? Got it. And then they head off. So I'm over here. Yeah, that's right. Follow me. I won't die, and I won't let them be killed. Just a little more. Now fall into the earth, into hell itself. And it goes right down. What happened? As I feared, it was a close shave. What happened? The page got way smaller than usual. Oh, go back. Goes right there, goes down. And you see like its head fall off into the distance. But what happened to it? I can't tell because the panel's so small. Let's see if I can close in. I can't tell. Can't tell what happened. All I know is I see like the head off into the distance, and I see a little bit of its body down here. I found them. Oh, stop! They're here. The dogs are here. Oh, they're here. I found them. I shall retrieve them immediately. How filthy for GF goods to be consumed by one of those low breeds. Our pursuers. Emissaries in prison, the gods of death have arrived. There they are, dude. I want to read some My Hero too, bro. I want to read some My Hero Academia, man. Let's go. Let's read another one, man. Chapter 43. Oh, the scans look better now. Oh, what happened? There we go. Okay, now we see it much better. So you see its head gets cut clean off. Now I understand. It was them that did that. His head went flying. No way. How did that happen? An inch closer and I would have been dead meat. Found them. They're here. He's right in front of Ray. We will bring them back at once. Our pursuers. The Promised Neverland. Challenge these strange, monstrous demons. Chapter 43, 81194. Look at this thing right here, man. Neverland. Insolent knave. Damn it. Our pursuers are here at the worst possible time. Is it because this guy was raging around crazily? Yo, does he have a blade in his hand? My man's has a straight up Zonpak toe in hand. Straight up Zonpak toe in hand, man. I almost had him. He would have fallen to the ground if it weren't for these guys. I'd already be back with Emma and the others. Wait, are the others alright? I think they got pretty far away, but I can't tell from over here. There's no way to know, and no way to communicate. What do I do now? No use in asking. Running is my only option. But the enemy, there's more than one. With 2 more running around, I have barely any roots left. Besides that one guy, that head, he took off that giant monster's head in one swing. I'm telling you, my boy came down and like some of the Zanpakuto and said, whoosh. I'm heavily lacking in both numbers and power. What's my next move? How do I escape from here? I wish I at least knew if Emma and the others were safe or not. Find anything? This thing hasn't eaten. I don't smell any scent of human from its mouth. It hasn't eaten a single human. Oh, I see now. Maybe these guys. In that case, are you hiding over there? You can come out now. Yo, is Ray actually going to walk out? That was a close one, wasn't it? Thank goodness you're safe. It's all right now. I've taken care of the big bad monster. So come on out now, will you? Should I go and drag him out? No, it's fine. Stay where you are. Are you by yourself? Judging by the height and hair color, it's the high quality 16194 or premium quality 81194. Where are the others? If so, we cannot let any harm come to him during capture. You understand now, don't you? Living outside here is impossible. Now, let us return home. You do this thing right here. He's mad confident, man. I knew it. Emma and the others are safe. They haven't found them yet. I'm the only one they found so far. It hasn't eaten a single human. It's like Ray could care less, man, about his own thing. He's like, everybody else is gone. Where are the others? That's why they're trying to figure out what happened to everyone else. They're probing and checking my reactions and trying to instill in me the will to surrender. These guys still don't know if Emma and the rest are still alive or where they are. And there's only one thing left for me to do. Keep their attention completely focused on me. Keep them chasing after me at all costs. Oh, Ray greatness. That was my original plan, right? So trust me, I promise I got you. That was my original plan, but I can't go back to them. It'd be the end of them since they're the target. I'll run in the opposite direction and lead them away as far as possible. Ray's actually planning on sacrificing himself by himself, yo. But can I do it? No, there's no can. I can't. I have to do this. I'm pretty sure death would be easier, but I won't die, not right after I made that vow. I'm going to live and protect my family. If you come looking for me, I hope you find this Emma. I won't die like hell, I will. What does it say right here? Go pursuer. I can't tell what the other 2 words say. So he marks that. Go something pursuer. Emma, next time we meet, we'll be in B06-32. He actually walked out. In front of the demons. Took you long enough. Everyone's dead already. Yeah, you go ahead and doubt that lie. So he is indeed premium quality 81194. That's right, so you've got no choice but to chase me anyway. I have no intention of going back there just to get eaten. Your opinion matters not. Capture them! And there he goes, chasing after Ray. What was that sound just now? Is something crazy gonna come after us again? Everything seems alright. Hey, Ray's taken a while, hasn't he? Shouldn't he be back by now? Do you think something happened? Ray should be fine. He'll be okay. Something like our pursuers, maybe? And Ray's out, bro. He's running. Yo, he's being chased by them all. He doesn't care. He's taking it all on himself, man. Just to make sure that they don't have to deal with it. Emma, are you okay? Your face is very pale. I'm fine, thanks, buddy. I'm just gonna go check on the situation. Everyone else keep heading downwind. If it's just that beastly demon, Ray can definitely handle it. He should be fine. But if you happen to encounter our pursuers in the middle of it... Emma, what's wrong? Hand there. She's bleeding. What the hell happened? The wound on her ear opened up. She has a terrible fever. Oh god, this is bad. How long has she been like this? Has she been running in this state the whole time? What do we do? First Ray, now Emma. Oh god, don't even tell me something's... This way. Who in the flying flagons is that? Come this way. A mysterious young girl. Is that who was calling out to Emma earlier? Because you see the sound effect right here. What is with this manga, bro? Next page. Next chapter. Let's go. Emma! Emma! And still no signal from Ray. If the demons from the farm are really here already, how can we protect them? How can we escape? What to do? What could we possibly do? Here we go. Flag marks. Miss Page. The Promised Neverland. This hooded girl. Should they be relieved or... Chapter 44, The Veiled Woman. Ah, this way. Here, come this way. A normal person? She's a girl. There are humans outside, too. Is she on our side? Are we saved? Follow me. Wait. And Gilda. No, it cannot be. Perhaps I'm overthinking it, but isn't it a bit too convenient? A woman alone in this terrible forest coming just for us? And if it's the farm pursuers who found Ray, and she arrived at the same time, who are you? What do you want? What are you doing in a place like this? I have a bad feeling about her. Show your face. Gilda? He's smiling. Oh, I'm gonna go back to Ray. It's like two equally goat things are happening at the same time, man. More of them are coming up. To the right and left and behind. I'm being completely surrounded. These are not the same as that animal from before. They waste no movements and show signs of planning, and their skills were polished by practice. And still, they're not attacking me because I'm premium quality for sure. They want to salvage tonight's shipment. And for that, they've no choice but to capture me alive and intact with you without even a scratched knee. These bastards are trying to get me tired. As soon as I stop, I lose. I'll be snatched at that very instant. Premium quality, You see him think about all the different types of things that he could go through. Left. Not here. This way. How stubborn it is. It's already run a lot. Truly. But it's about to collapse. Not to worry. West, southwest, northwest, southwest. Okay, I managed to build some distance from the other side. Now I bet all the pursuers will be drawn in. I have to keep going for just 100 meters more. It was just 10 meters to pull them away as far, to pull them as far away as possible from the Kenema and the kids. The situation is now clear. It's about time. Engage Wolfpack formation. Make haste and corner it. Understood. And they're speaking that language again. They've been gradually closing off all escape routes. Every time I come up with a way out, they block it immediately. It feels just like playing chess with Mama. I'm not letting you bastards win. I'm not stopping anytime soon. I'm not giving up. I'm not dying here. Damn it, what's my next move? It's not over yet. I will live. I have to live. It's over. I'm not letting you call it. I won't die here. I won't let them catch me. Think how to shake them off and escape. Run. Run. Rest now. You've done well. Like hell. Move. Damn it. Don't die here. They need my help. The kids. Emma. Give up. Never! Hooded. It's another thing with the hood. Another one of the things with the hoods. Come up now. Who is this? Mischievous Savior breaks through. So that girl is not the only one. They're actually trying to save them. Another one of those hooded dudes. Another one of those hooded guys. Which means that they must be a part of something together. They might even be connected to Minerva. They all wear these hoods. That girl is something to follow them. And he comes in there and just straight up picks him up. He looks like he has a glaive in hand. He's riding on top of like a skeletal horse that looks really beast. It looks like a freaking Yu-Gi-Oh card. Next page. Next chapter. Whatever. I'm already too deep into it. Next chapter. Another color page. Yo, that volume looks beast. Volume 4. Man, I cannot wait for that thing to come out. To celebrate the new volume, the new arc, the Search for Minerva. This arc is called The Search for Minerva. Here's a color illustration. Oh, this is an awesome illustration right here. It's like one of those things. I still look at them, but whenever I was younger, I used to look at a lot of video game books like this that had like a lot of the guidebooks. Like I remember watching reading a lot of them for Fallout, for Zelda. Halo and whatnot, and like they would go into really really in-depth information about the creatures within the world. They've been showing some original storyboard designs, some interviews and whatnot. Like those things were always really really cool to look through. And right here, this is what it looks like right here. It looks like and then you see Willie Minerva's pen. It looks like this thing could very well be from Minerva himself, right here on his desk. This is an awesome color page. Once again, another color page I have to save. Another color page I have to save, yo. This manga, man. I tell you what, bro. This manga, man. This manga's goat. Hope is just like dreaming in daylight. Chapter 45, Rescue. I promised I'd stay alive. I'd never give up, I swore it. That against all hope. But even then, give up. Like hell. Come up! And he goes right in, drags Ray. What? And he just runs with him. It was like Buster Blader. Go! Goes in, they're chasing after him. What are these hooded dudes, bro? Nothing here? Where are they? How could you allow them to escape? It's that we've lost their scent because of that smoke. Then use your eyes. Excuse me. Surely they must have left prints or tracks of some sort. Should you be able to find even that, then at least locate the rest of the children. 81194 was likely lying about their deaths. Some are bound to remain. To think that there would be intruders at this place. I know not whence they came, but I shall slaughter them into pieces. They must be recovered. Not only 81194, but the others too. Be them living children or corpses, that are all the property of our plantation. I will track and get back what belongs to us. And there he goes, and he's heading out. Where are we going, and in what direction are... No, think, first of all, who is this? Why did they save me? It couldn't be Minerva. Could it be Minerva? What happened? Where am I, in a cave? Oh, you woke up? Hold on. I didn't skim any pages. Yeah, he wakes up. Why am I? That's right, someone help me, then I blacked out. Is this a lamp? Seems like it. No packs? What time is it now, day or night? I've got to understand the situation before anything else. It's quiet. Is it really safe here? Seems like we've shaken off the plantation demons for now. And I have to get to B06-32 and find Emma and the others. But where is this place? It's unclear to find out the coordinates. The only thing I can do is to leave and go back to a known point. Is Emma safe? And the other kids? Emma! So that means that, oh yeah! Makes sense, because if Emma's here... That means that those hooded individuals, they probably brought the hooded girl, and whoever saved Ray must have brought them here into this location. Of course, since they were part of the same little group, since they were born in the same hoods, brought them into the same location here. Is she breathing? Conscious, alive? Emma, is that you, Ray? It is you. You're here. You're still alive. I'm so glad you're alive. It's like, man, after losing Norman, of course they didn't want to lose each other. Yes, I'm happy to see you too. Ray really, really escaped by it this much, man. Ray, what is this place? Where are the others? So you're in the dark too, huh? I see, so we were both saved at the same time in different places. The hooded man and the hooded girl. Are they together? Who are they? And are they really on our side? I think they're not hostile, probably. I only have a vague memory of her, but her voice stayed with me. She was so kind and gentle. I feel like she's been nursing us. Yes, her voice was beautiful and kind. That's not really the point here. They are treating us well, though. We got clean blankets, water by the bedside, even a bell to ring for help at any time. We weren't ever tied down in the first place. If they're enemies, I can understand why they'd be doing this. Allies, then. But if so, who? Human beings outside? The farm? Could we have already? What if? Couldn't this be Minerva's doing? Could be, bro, it could be. It makes sense, right? A human who fights against the farming of children. It's possible, yes. Even if Minerva himself isn't here, these might be his comrades. They're coming. There they are. The hood. Excuse me. You're better. I'm so glad you've recovered. How do you feel? Yes, fine, thank you. And it smiles. The bleeding stopped, and it seems like the fever let down too. The healing herbs worked fine then. However, you two are forbidden from hard work. If you get sick again, it'll get dangerous. You all did a great job escaping from that farm. It's all right now. You're safe here with us. Please relax and rest here for the night, okay? That voice, it's her. Oh, this is the girl. She's the one who saved me and the kids. But where are our friends? The ones who were with me. Right over here. We've just finished setting up dinner. Come, let's go. Doesn't seem like they have hidden intentions. They're on our side after all, giving us shelter? If so, I still don't get it. Excuse me, what about the hooded man who saved us? Who saved me? Is he your companion? You mean Sung Jae? Sung Jae? Yes, he's over here too. Sung Jae, so that wasn't Minerva. If so, I still don't get it. Minerva? William Minerva, perhaps you've heard of him. Wrong move, eh? Not Minerva nor his allies, then. However, this still implies there's at least another human settlement out here. There's so much I want to ask about the world, about the demons, about the rest of humankind. We did succeed in finding the humans who live outside. Hey, listen. Yo, what is Ray looking at? Thank you. Really, thanks for helping us. You got me out of a real pinch, I'd say. I have to say that I'm grateful. I'd just like to ask you one little thing. Why did you save us? Ray, say, why are you demons protecting your livestock? No way. Both of you are demons, right? You and that man? What do you mean to do? Could you go ahead and explain it to us then, dear demon? He's right behind! He's right behind, bro! What is going on in this manga? Next page, next chapter. I don't care. So they're demons. They're demons. Enemies or allies? Chapter 46, Sungju and Música. Música in Spanish is music. Those are demons' feet, right? It is. What is going on? I didn't even notice it. Then again, she feels so human in her size and shape, too. Please relax and rest here for the night. For the night, so it's already dark? Just how long as I sleep? Our friends, right over here, we just finished setting up dinner. Wait a second, why did you save us? Why? Because they want to eat us? No way. Their dinner they set up can't be. Oh God, nah, bro, it can't be. Well, why did you go to all this trouble for mere cattle like us? Hey, Música, you've gone too far. You always take the wrong approach. That's why you came to help? But your timing's pretty bad, you know. What's the matter with them? They look awful. Why did you help? They're like that because you're hovering over them with that thing, Sungju. The poor things are terrified. Bro, I was terrified for them. Anybody would be with a massive glaive behind them. I thought it was Hoken from Kingdom. Nonsense. What about the little ones over there? Though sure, I do recommend taking care not to touch it. Why are you doing, Sal? Where are the children? Yeah, look at Emma. Emma's playing no games. Emma's playing no games. And Emma just chats. She doesn't care. My bad, kid. About your question, then. Oh, would demons save you, eh? Demons. How nostalgic, yes. We used to be called that. Used to? No, please, everyone. I'm sorry that I lost it, that I was just sleeping. Please, somehow, please, be safe. The kids. Oh, they're alive. They're alive. They're alive. You never know with this manga, man. You never know with this manga. You don't know who's alive or safe anymore, bro. Yo, Emma was blown. Did you see Emma's face? Yo, Emma has the most savage faces, but I swear. Good God, man. Emma isn't sick anymore. I'm so happy. Hey, careful with her. Is everyone fine? Yep. I'm sorry to have scared you so much. I really don't mean to add to your troubles. I'm Música. Yo, they actually look really, really awesome. And this is Sungju. Música right here. She has like the demon mask right here surrounding her. And then this dude right here, he has a mask. Yo, they actually look really awesome. They have really, really beast designs. Música and Sungju. We don't eat humans, so relax. We don't have any intentions. So they don't eat humans, which means all the demons aren't the same. Very, very interesting. And just when they thought that they'd seen humans on the outside, but they aren't humans. But then at the same time, they said that they aren't called demons. So relax, we don't have any intentions of harming you or your friends. Here you go, thank you. Ray broke the cup, so this bowl Sungju made it for us. What's the meaning of this? They're acting way too intimate. That means they've been taking good care of everyone all this time? We ate some earlier today, and so far it seems like it's safe. I think if they wanted to do something to us already, then they would have done it already. More importantly, it's thanks to them that you guys are back with us. Let's believe our saviors. Right. The only reason why we're still here together is... And they're praying. Blessed and pure is the element, and blessed are us who now take part of it. With gratitude to all life in heaven and earth, we say, thank you for the meal. Itadakimasu. Shout out to Toriko, man. Itadakimasu. Thank you for the meal. I don't know, I keep thinking my camera is falling. Thank you. Emma, man. It's great. Let's go. So you're still awake? Can we talk now? Can't see why not. You two were running around last night and didn't sleep properly, yes? You should stay put and rest until you recover fully. Yes, later we're going to sleep before night again. Thank you. And also, I'm sorry for having doubted you, even though you two saved us from them. Excuse me, I just assumed that all demons were eating humans. What is that? Sorry, I assumed that all demons were eating humans. It didn't even cross my mind that some might be friendly. Don't worry, you have good reason to be skeptical. Human meat is something of great value to demons. The brain above all. To human meat is something of great value to demons. What the hell is Those like us are awfully few. Most demons will drawl at the sight of your flesh and crave to sink their teeth in it. You do well in assuming they're all out to eat you. Then why are you two faith? Our religion is against the eating of human beings. That is interesting. Faith. Our religion is against the eating of human beings. Only human beings, however. Other than humans, I can and will eat anything. That's what our society calls heathens. They who own the farms and their ideology, their authority, their entire enterprise. I couldn't care less for the whole of it. Just keep me out of it. The reason why I've saved you humans is simple curiosity. It's been quite some time since I could have a nice talk with your kind. How unusual indeed. These days it's a rare enough opportunity to see living humans, even on the plantations, much less. What's the matter? I'm sure this is what you came here for. Could you tell us, please? 30 years ago, what happened to humankind? What's going on with the world? Those are the questions that you should be asking. Just a little bit of rising popularity. With next issue, we'll have 21 pages and a color illustration. Listen to this. What's the matter? I'm sure this is what you came here for. Could you tell us, please? 30 years ago, what happened to humankind? What's going on with the world? Dog, I'm gonna upload what I have right now. And I can't stop, man. I can't stop. This manga's too good, man. You see, this is why I wait until I have like more time on my hands. You know what I mean? In order to react to this stuff, because it consumes you, bro. It consumes you because you just can't stop flipping the page. Neverland, let's go. Chapter 47. Look at it. Oh, I remember this. I remember this color page. I always wanted to get on this color page because there was only one thing I ever saw about Neverland before I got into it. And that was that when One Piece was celebrated by all of the different mangakas, I saw this color page because I saw that they paid homage to One Piece. And I see the straw hats right here. This is my profile picture. This is gotta be my profile picture. Emma wearing the straw hat. You know, that's gotta be a profile picture, dude. It has to be. It's Emma wearing a straw hat. I remember seeing a glimpse of this back whenever they because this must have came out when that chapter came out, the 20th anniversary. I have the poster for all the characters of One Piece when the 20th anniversary happened, and I remembered clearly on that day, some people messaging me showing me the little homages that other mangas paid to it. You know, I saw, of course, Gintama's because I haven't caught up to it, and then what other manga did I see that did homage? I don't recall, but I know I remember seeing the Gintama one. I remember somebody showing me the Neverland one. Yo, yeah, this is awesome sauce. This is so cool. Isabella with a straw. They're all wearing straw hats. Yo, this is sick. This is awesome, yo. I love this color page. Love blossoms under warm sunlight. It's a flippin' One Piece X Promised Neverland color page, man. Emma's wearing the straw hat. Clout, man. That's straight up clout. That's a King Recon dream right there, man. Much production of cerebral aptitude test with extra manga pages available. Chapter 47, Stories of Old. I am so excited to flip in. Yeah, I can't wait to see what he has to say about the world, because this is something that I've been questioning here on the channel and in my mind since I first got into Promised Neverland, all the way back then in like October or whenever I started doing these reactions. Ever since then, ever since I first did that first reaction, the very first thing that popped in my mind, was, what are the origins of this world? What are the origins of this world, man? And now we're about to find out. What are the demons and the plantations? What's happening out here? The truth, Will, and what happened 30 years ago? Please tell us. What happened to humanity 30 years ago? What's going on with the world? I want to know. Nothing. Eh? Nothing in particular. Nothing. 30 years, eh? I have no idea how you came up with that number, but the world has been like this for a long, long time. So they were wrong. They miscalculated. It hasn't just been 30 years. The world has been like this for a long time. What do you mean? Could it be that this isn't Earth at all? Huh? If this planet isn't Earth, it would explain this absurd biology we have been seeing. Nay. The calendar, then? The dates were a lie, too? We're not in 2046 at all, but much... Nay. We're on planet Earth, yes, and precisely in the year of 2046. Well, according to a certain human reckoning, at least. Human reckoning? But then why, how? I'll tell you the stories of old, when the world was much bigger than it is today. It was a great wide world indeed. Back then there were no plantations. The land was huge and full of humans. Then the demons could just prey on them and survive. The demons were the hunters and the humans the hunted. Some humans feared those beings and worshipped them. Others grew vengeful and they themselves became the hunters. In fear of being eaten, these humans ended up killing large swaths of demons, who in turn started to actively begrudge the human race too. Endless massacres ensued. Both sides lived in terror. Finally, when neither one could bear the destruction any longer, a proposal came from the human side. We shall make a treaty as follows. Human beings shan't hunt demons anymore. In returns, demons shan't hunt humans either. This world we live in shall be divided between both. That's an owl. Is that Minerva? Because every single time that we see something Minerva, it always goes back to an owl. Hold on. Let me go back real quick. Endless massacres ensued both left and right. Finally, when neither one could bear the destruction any longer, a proposal came from the human side. The human side. We shall make a treaty as follows. Human beings shan't hunt demons anymore. In returns, demons shan't hunt humans anymore. This world we live in shall be divided between both. Yes, that's when it all started, with that promise. The first book that Minerva gave them. The whole page spread. I love the shadows back here, man. It just adds to the spookiness, to the scene right here. And the ancient contract between human beings and demons sealed so long ago. It was to fulfill the promise that the world was divided and severed into two. We live in the half allotted to the demon side back then. So no, nothing in particular happened here. This place never belonged to the humans. That is interesting, bro. That is really, really interesting. Oh my gosh. Incidentally, you the plantation children are a parting gift left behind by your ancestors when they fled the demon side. Left behind? Demons shan't hunt humans, as to keep the promise. They've henceforth been keeping you as livestock, and the plantations or institutions responsible for managing cattle. Among them, the Gracefield House, considered to be of the very best grade, is a top-ranking plantation among countless others of all shapes and types. It's been some 1,000 years since the contract was sealed. Nothing much has changed since then. I'm afraid such is the world that you've escaped into, that you were born in. 2 worlds, bro. That's crazy. Out of everything, that was the last thing I expected. So it's been like this for thousands of years. That's crazy. That explains it, the bizarre ecosystem, and why he said it's rare to see live humans, especially outside the farms. It also explains how Mama could have been plantation born when she was born in 2014. 30 years we've been fooling ourselves. This world has belonged to the demons for a long time. The worst case is if there's no place at all for humans to live in this world. Worst case indeed, this is exactly what we feared. And for 1,000 years in a world like that, no matter how far we run, it's simply no place for humans to live. We've worked so hard to find out the truth, so that's it. That's crazy, man. So that's the truth. But then it's beyond even our Ray. Yeah. Oh, yes, we can do it! Huh? It's the worst case, but then after that, right, a lot's still up in the air, but the situation's way better than I could have ever expected. There is a place for humans after all. That's right. There's an other world. So is it other world gonna be, because you know how in most manga nowadays, you have like, let's just say like the Grand Line, or at least in adventure manga, Grand Line, New World, the regular world, and there's the gourmet world, the hunter, where the hunters were, and then there's the Dark Continent. So is the human side of the world gonna be like the second act, like post like where the post time skip? Because like usually there's time skip before like they go in between worlds. So is that what you're telling me? Once they get out of this demon world and they actually manage to escape and make it over to the human side, is that going to be like the second part? The second part of Promised Neverland? I don't know. I have no idea. But that sounds plausible. There is a place for humans after all. There's another world somewhere, and it's safe from demons. Yeah, we have a reason to go back for Phil and the others to take somewhere to take them. Nay. I hate to ruin your hopes, but there's no way to cross into the human world. He states there is no way. The pathways are completely shut down. There shall be no crossing from either side. That rule was also part of the contract, meaning it's okay, we'll find a way. Yeah. Oh, you already know they'll find a way, man. Against the impossible, that is when they make it happen, baby. That is one of the best Shonen Jump tropes. Specific to Jump, man. When it's impossible, just know that there is a way, yo. Nothing is impossible, man. Something I love about Neverland. It takes like those concepts we've known for so many years and just presents it in a fresh way, man. I love it. We're just gonna find out how to cross over. That small detail's not stopping us. Thanks, Sungju. I feel better now. Is that so? Well, that's good then. That's crazy how much information we managed to learn about the world in just one chapter. It's already much too late to go sleep. Okay. Starting tomorrow, we'll teach you how to pass through this forest at least. Under our guidance, you'll be sure to leave it safely. Thank you so much. Have a good night. 1,000 years since the contract, and it forbids crossing between the 2 worlds. Right then, those books and toys and clothes and food and architecture and technology, all that stuff we've seen in the house is supposed to be some sort of fake human culture painstakingly set up by the demons? Yeah, right. No way in hell that's all artificial. Even if it was possible, how come we only ever get stuff older than a certain date? And what about the adventure log of Ugo? How did Minerva's hidden messages get in? No, that's the work of humans. Human hands built all that in that human world. So there's a path. There has to be a connection somewhere. Just like Sister Krone said, human associates have been bringing all those things from the human world, definitely. What's more, if he's involved in that exchange, as he seems to be, then William Minerva himself is the one who's been crossing the barrier between the worlds. It makes sense. It makes sense, dude. We have to find Minerva. We were right about that. I was very worried that we'd have to keep running for our whole lives, whether we'd would even be able to hide like that forever, or worse, that the only way to survive would have been to exterminate them all. But no, there's a better way. Liberation. Let's bring everyone and break out of this demon's world. What a chapter, man. I'm gonna end it there. It actually, like that entire portion we just got finally concluded right there, man. Before we get another massive cliffhanger. But yo, what a couple of chapters, man. Finding out the truth that this world has been like this for a long time. And this is the demon side of the world. The other world is the human side. I wonder what the human... Because so that means that the human side of the world is ours, right? It's the one that we live in. Bro, this chunk is interesting, man, because I'm a conspiracy theorist, guys. I'm a conspiracy theorist. Like I believe in a lot of those conspiracies. And it feels like this manga is just... It's all about... It embraces all of that, Just adds more fuel to the fire when it comes to the way that I think about things. Good God, man, what a couple of chapters. I mean, really, really intense. Amazing. Like, I thought I was gonna let up a little bit after we left and escaped. Jesus, no. Now we're really finding out about the world, man. That was an amazing chapter. Starting from the color page with that Emma wearing the stride greatness. Wow, man. This was some really good stuff. This was some really, really good stuff. Promised Neverland awesome sauce, man. I'm hoping to be back soon with some more greatness. It feels so good to be able to read the awesome sauce again. I'm so glad that I was able to read a lot. Because you can't just... It's hard to just read a couple chapters of Neverland, man. Like, you have to read a lot, man. So, greatness. Absolute greatness, I'm so interested. I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen with Minerva. I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen when they actually get to meet the guy. And are they the only... Because it feels like these guys, the guys they're talking to, like Sungju and Musica, that they're... Because not all the demons are the same. But they've definitely lasted a long time. But then Minerva as well, man. That man, he's probably been alive for a long time. If he made that pact all those years ago, that means he's been alive for a long time. Or no, maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it's that... Could it possibly he's actually dead? I don't know, because that's interesting. If Minerva's been alive for if Minerva's been alive for that long, then there has to be some sort of demon as well. No, but it said it came from the human side. I don't know, man. So many questions, and I feel like I just got a lot of answers, but there's also still questions. How are they going to get there? I don't know. And they have to come back for Phil as well. Guaranteed 2 years. Yo, Promised Neverland is great, man. This series is really, really amazing, man. What a couple of chapters. I will see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. This was such an awesome binge session. Such an awesome binge session. I hope to be back soon with some more greatness. My next read-through is more likely to be My Hero Academia, but I want to get back on Promised Neverland as soon as possible. I know there's a couple other mangas that I need to catch up to as well, but these two series right now are just, man, and the arcs that I'm in both. Like this one I just started, I'm like, whoa, like this is the greatest goat. So Neverland awesome sauce. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much for watching. This was quite a chapter. I can't wait to find out more.